felt so bad, but nobody asked me about no damn kid. What's good?
So is there gonna be a public register?
What's your favorite song by her? Is that like, that's like a...
What's your dream?
A dream? What, like a dream as in...
If you could do anything in this world, you know, if all the money in the world, you could do anything, what would you do?
I'd probably just travel and take pictures all the time. I'd just like to go everywhere and just do photography for a living.
So let's do that. Why not do that anyway?
Because it's too hard to get like to a place where you have enough money to like just be able to go and do that. Like I'd have to get a job with a good salary, and then I'd have to...
No, none of that is true.
Well, how is it not true?
Did they teach you business at school?
No, they didn't. You could do it as like an A-level. We were taught like little things in maths.
But enough to keep you trapped thinking that you need to get a job. You know, the truth is, go to lastminute.com and tell them you want to take pictures travelling and you'll promote their website. They'll sponsor you.
Really?
Why not try that way? You've got nothing to lose, right? Would you be willing to stay in hostels if you went in places?
100%.
So in fact, it's good. You meet people and you get to experience real culture, right?
Yeah.
So why not just do that? It doesn't cost a lot. And all you need is one sponsor. You know how many companies out there? Thousands. Looking for a young, bright person who understands social media that's willing to go out there and make it happen for them. They'll pay you, but you won't work for them. You'll have your own platform. Should we give it a go?
Yeah, why not?
What should we call it?
Chromatics by Caitlin.
Chromatics,
I've already decided my company name if I were to have one.
This movie came out in 99, I think. At one moment, you see Neo's passport, and the expiration date of Neo's passport is September 11th, 2001. Which is kind of weird. Like, it's just like, I was like, whoa, that's...
No way.
Sees me walking. I'm walking. Look. This plane isn't moving. It's not moving. But it sounds like it's moving.
Most of y'all know how I feel about my neighborhood, right? And how it's a fucking simulation. Like, literally all the houses are the same, right? Why the fuck are all these white cars like dead ass?
You guys see that shadow? Where are the clouds? Where are the clouds?
To the 5, the towers are hit. The buildings are falling. The buildings are gone. And all there's left is smoke.
Can someone please explain why Ross and HomeGoods are selling all of the same items, right? Including globes. This is a reason. Can you tell? Where is it? Someone explain.
Get ready for wars in the name of the free, vaccinations for illness that will never be, the assault on your children's impressionable minds, and a microchipped world. You'll put up no fight. Information suppression will keep you in tone. Depopulation of peasants was always our goal. But eugenics was not what we hoped it would be. Oh yes, it was us that funded Nazis. But as long as we own all the media too, what's really happening does not concern you. So just go on watching your plasma TV, and the world will be run by the ones you can't see.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Mama.
Quit scrolling. I got a video that you need to see. AI is all around us. Have you noticed? Or do you even care? What is AI? AI is a simulation of human intelligence processed by machines. We live in a matrix. What is the matrix? It's a computer-generated dream world to keep us in control and enslaved so we never ever question anything. That's what it is. And just for the record, these are artificial robots that they put out in public, but you don't know what you're looking at because your pineal gland is calcified, which is your first eye, not your third. If you're operating at a low vibrational frequency, you're not going to understand this. You're not going to come into the truth. They said the truth is more strange than the lie. Do you want the truth or not? Because it's right in front of you. I already know what a lot of you are going to say. You're going to say that she has a disability or that she's on drugs, but you're drastically incorrect. If you're saying this, I want you to unfollow me, and I mean that sincerely. I'm about to show you the video. You tell me what you think.
This robot is supposed to be a lifeguard. Look, she got eyes behind her lens, behind her eyeballs, and showing her what to see. But she's a whole AI. She She's the AI. Look at her. Everything you goddamn think you see is real ain't real. Look at her. Look at her movement. Robot dog. This is supposed to be a lifeguard. This is supposed to be a lifeguard. Look at the movement. Look at this. She heard me. She said something. Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? Okay, no, you are not real. No, ma'am, you are not real. You are not real, ma'am. You are the Matrix. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. Cause see, now she's finna call security on me. She's finna call to try to get security, get security, get me up out of here because I see for what it is. You will learn to listen to your sister. You will learn to listen to me. Look at her movement. She's throwing her hand up. She's giving them the signal that I realize who she is. She's throwing up the signal. She's throwing the signal up that I see.
A lot of Christians will not listen to Taylor Swift anymore. They believe she's crossed a line, she's doing way too much demonic shit. There's a really interesting new crazy conspiracy theory about one of her songs in particular. Craziest conspiracy theory ever about Taylor Swift is that she is the rejuvenated clone of the high priestess of the Church of Satan, Zena LaVey. Their lips, nose, eyes look identical. They both happen to have the same fixation of snakes and snake handling. And it's insane because they're both renowned singer-songwriters. Like, that's their main job. Each of them, they have too much in common. Now, in 2023, there's definitely been an uptick in the amount of demonic symbolism in Taylor Swift's music videos and songs. This amazing Christian TikToker, Karu, got millions of likes for saying,
"Here's why I don't listen to Taylor Swift anymore as a Christian."
His theory that he talks about specifically is about the Willow music video where there's this string attached to her piano, and anytime someone hears her play music, they get entranced and obsessed with her. They want to be by her. And his whole point was that people get so obsessed with Taylor to the point where they're almost worshiping her like she has their soul or something. In the video, she's on her ritualistic witch ceremony shit. He thinks all those oars represent people's souls who are obsessed with Taylor. And she follows that string right back to her piano because that's what gets people to be obsessed with her. That's where her power lies. This makes sense because Willow is very demonic coded on tour. Before I say the craziest part about this whole conspiracy theory, make sure you follow so you finally know the craziest conspiracy theories about each of your favorite celebrities and request who you want to see next. Taylor has a whole EP for this song called The Witch Collection with songs like Dancing Witch version, Lonely Witch version, Moonlit Witch version. She's admitting she's a witch.
Sounds like a bit of a dream. Everything that you need within 15 minutes of you. Your job, the local grocery store, your favorite cafe, even the night haunt that you like to, frequent. Everything within a mere 15 minutes. They're called 15-minute cities. And even Melbourne has implemented a program of the idea. So what is it? What is a 15-minute city? It's the idea that city dwellers should have access to everything that they need, supermarkets, schools, work, eateries, you name it, within a 15 to 20-minute walk, cycle, or public transport trip. However, as the idea has grown in popularity, so have all these bizarre conspiracy theories about how critics are saying it's somewhat part of a secret plan by global elites to restrict people's movements and freedoms. They also say it's a plot by governments to keep people locked down and controlled.
The top results on social media, if you search for 15-minute cities, usually contains mostly paranoid videos of people saying that the schemes will restrict residents and their movement and actually fine them for leaving their home districts.
There's even a few cities in Canada that have experienced kickback after experimenting with the idea about making everything more accessible. There was a flyer that was circulating saying you will spend 90% of your life in this 15-minute area as they are monitoring your carbon footprint. What do you think? 15-minute cities, good idea, bad idea?
March 8th, CNN reported that scientists have revived a zombie virus that spent 48,500 years frozen in permafrost. Also in the news, they're now saying that a zombie drug is spreading across the U.S. called Xylazine. thousands of overdose deaths in Hamilton County could be linked to zombie drug. March 5th, 2021, the CDC wants you to prepare for a zombie apocalypse. Am I the only one that finds it funny that all this zombie stuff is in the news right now after the you know what? I can't be the only one.
I'd like to share something that I learned from Colonel Philip Corso prior to his death when I was involved, and he came forward, as you all know, wrote the day after Roswell. He had been involved in some of the technology transfer, and he had an experience out at the White Sands missile range back in the 50s. Pretty sure it was 1956, but I don't want to be, don't quote me on that. And he was a colonel. He was involved in these projects. There was an ET craft that came in daytime and came down over the range. He went out there with a couple of his guys. And this craft, it would be three-dimensional and then vanish like a heat wave, like Stephen Digna explained, and then back again. Finally, it stayed. There was an ET that emerged, extraterrestrial biological entity, and he said, the ET was communicating, please don't hit us with these radar. Can you get these radar systems out? You know, and was asking, because they were operational, of course, at that time they were operational at Roswell. And being a brash young, you know, Air Force colonel, and he says, "What's in it for me?" And the ET says, "A new world if you can take it." Now, I was one. Now, you know, I have 12 grandchildren. What kind of world are we going to leave them if we don't fix this problem? Because it involves peace, and we have to work towards contact that is in a peaceful paradigm. We have launched a very controversial project, as I get attacked the most for, the CE5, or Close Encounter of the Fifth Kind contact program, as sort of an experimental community-based outreach to these civilizations. We have had a number of extraordinary contact experiences. This is sort of a prototype that the French government during the presidency of Sarkozy asked us to demonstrate, and we set up an operation in France that was protected, where we did have events take place. I think we have to begin to ask, what can we do as a civilian government where we don't try to militarize and weaponize everything we don't understand? Because here's the problem. If you're a hammer, the whole world's a nail. And so we have to get this disclosed properly so that our brighter scientists, our academics, our political leadership, and our diplomats and the citizens can take the lead on this issue rather than an illegal and clandestine operation that is a threat to national and world security.
I didn't know you budgies. I want to live. No, you're too heavy. It's a glandular problem. Whoa! Orlac, Chud, mole people.
There is no escape.
Why is that jet flying so close to our house? At last, those planes are flying where they belong.
That's right. Over the homes of poor people.
Top secret CIA Weather Control Division, Dick speaking.
I mean pizza store!
Oh, it's you, Stan. What kind of favor?
I've received 2 extremely disturbing letters, or a letter and an email, one from a mainstream media TV company, one from a newspaper, listing a litany of extremely egregious and aggressive attacks, as well as some pretty stupid stuff, like amidst this litany of astonishing, rather baroque attacks are some very serious allegations that I absolutely refute.
So what exactly are these allegations? Take a look at this. These allegations only come after Russell has started to expose how the system works against us and how it intends to keep you there.
These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always transparent about that then, almost too transparent. And to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal that I absolutely deny makes me question, is there another agenda at play? Particularly when we've seen coordinated media attacks before, like with Joe Rogan when he dared to take a medicine that the mainstream media didn't approve of, and we saw a spate of headlines from media outlets across the world using the same language. I'm aware that you guys have been saying in the comments for a while, watch out Russell, they're coming for you, you're getting too close to the truth, Russell Brand did not kill himself. I know that a year ago there was a spate of articles, Russell Brand's a conspiracy theorist, Russell Brand's right wing. I'm aware of news media making phone calls, sending letters to people I know for ages and ages. It's been clear to me, or at least it feels to me, like there's a serious and concerted agenda to control these kind of spaces and these kind of voices, and I mean my voice along with your voice. What I seriously refute are these very, very serious criminal allegations. Also, it's worth mentioning that there are witnesses whose evidence directly contradicts the narratives that these 2 mainstream media outlets are trying to construct, apparently in what seems to me to be a coordinated attack. I don't want to get into this any further because of the serious nature of the allegations, but I feel like I'm being attacked, and plainly they are working very closely together. In the meantime, I want you to stay close, stay awake, but more important than any of that, if you can, please stay free.
Wake the fuck up,
not
sheeple.
conspiracy theorists or anything, but check this out. So I saw this video.
Did you see they just did some weird law with house insurance in California?
Yeah, they removed house insurance out there. State Farm is pulling out of that market. I don't feel like something massive is going to happen. And not even 2 minutes later, this text message pops up. Pause to read. Like, wait a minute.
Lily, go sit with your brother.
They already been telling us, bro. Pay attention. Stop sleeping on my videos.
It's not just California. It's the whole goddamn world is going to shit. I met this guy in Yellowstone. This is a crazy guy, but he's been right about everything that's happened so far. And he said the government is building these ships, spaceships. I don't know what, but something. Ships? Yeah, places where we can be safe. He knows where they are. He's got a map. Kate, you gotta just trust me on this, okay? Guys.
Wow, pay attention. Pay attention. Stating what, right? Let me show you. Look this map up. Why do y'all think that they're just letting people rob stores in California right now? Like, why do y'all think people have been escaping and building bunkers and shit like that? I mean, y'all see what it say? They been telling us, bro. Literally. I just need y'all to understand, y'all, that there's a reason why California been on the map lately, bro. With all this shit going on. I'm telling you. It's time for us to wake up!